Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals OK. Thank you for joining me, I hope you're all well. Lovely to have you along, so I'm doing okay, thank you. So this morning I'm popping on to do some embellishment, some page edge tabs. I've been watching, gosh, I've forgotten her name. I'm so terrible with names, haven't I? So Curious Moon Designs, anyway, is her channel, and she was doing these lovely little fold down envelopes, the journaling spots. You know, she said obviously lots of people do them, and I've done them loads of times. You know, and they are lovely, sweet little journaling spots for your journals. She said she called them, or was using them as like page tab embellishments. Yeah, so you know, like a tab on your page, either there or there. You know, you can clip it on. Some of them just stay on their own, that kind of thing. But yeah, decorative, aren't they? You know, nice little tab, and yet you've got that excuse me, you know, that lovely hidden journaling spot anyway. And then she haven't got one, but then she said she'd taken it a step further and she made one out of a bit of Hessian. And made it into a pocket, and that set set my thoughts racing. So I thought I had to, and it was evening when I saw it. I had to go and make a couple just to remind myself, which is when I did those. So yeah, I brought some bits of paper just in case you haven't come across these before. I know they're very yeah, they're a very well-known piece of ephemera, but you know, there are new junk journalers out there, and you know, sometimes like me, you completely forget about something that you used to. I used to make loads of these at one point. The little teeny tiny ones are really good with you know, your scrappy edge bits of material, bits of paper. Obviously I've been filming lots of collage and things like that recently, just to get a few films up and saved, ready to show you when I go in hospital and have my knee operation, which, yes, I'm sure you're all, if you're with me regularly, you'll be fed up of hearing about it, but you know, it's a big thing in my life at the moment, so it's all really that's on my mind, that and getting ready for it. Yeah, so I thought I'd just do 4 of these because they're really quick with you, and then I'll show you what my mind turned to. Okay, so this is quite a big piece, so this is definitely a Nanine from Collage Type. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Piece of scrap. Now, of course, you can do it on double-sided paper. You can stencil the inside. You can, yeah, do whatever you want on the inside. But they're really basic envelopes. So like that, you fold your bottom up and your top down. You know, wherever you want your flap is absolutely fine. Where's my little, oh gosh, wait a minute, I have to take my microphone off a second. I'll put it right across the other side of the floor. Yep, so I'm just going to tidy my edges because I'm making a big one here, as you probably gathered. This, oh, it could be a page edge, but I just thought I'd use the whole of the piece of paper. That's it, we'll get it nice and neat. And yeah, show you, for those of you that haven't, I'm just looking for my corner rounder now. I'm starting to pack things away seriously for the move now, and yeah, forgetting where they are. Put it back in the drawer. I've got this one, my old original one. This will do nicely. Yes, I'm just going to round those corners. If you'll go in, I am. That's it. Now you can leave them square, you can round them, you can cut some with the scissors, which I will in a minute. You know, obviously you can seal the sides and just make that into an envelope, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. That's not what I was meant to be doing at all. I have literally made an envelope. Shall I get back with the plan now? Yeah, so that's how you make a fold down envelope. That is not how you make these, goodness me. I'll leave it in. I could start again, but I won't. You know, life happens round here, and you know, I pride myself on saying you see it, You see how it happens on my channel. I'm only human. I do make lots of mistakes. I don't let them bother me. I just go with them. Right, so we do a proper one this time. So, depending on the direction of your paper, if you're bothered or not. Oops, got one of my hairs there. Yeah, you need to think about which bit is going to be folded over. So I think I'd like that bit folded over so it looks the right way up. Yeah, and you then find the middle at the top, and then you fold these down to make the pointy bit of your envelope, which is exactly what I didn't do on that last piece, but yay, there you go. Okay, so that's this pointy bit, and then you simply bring this bit up. I like to leave a little bit of a gap, but you can bring it all the way up if you want. I've got a little bony folder here, I have. Leave a little bit of a gap there and then fold that over. Yeah, and I didn't straighten that edge off, did I? But I will do now. I should have done it when it was like that, shouldn't I? Right, might have to refold, let's see. Okay, so this is a warming up craft session with me. Eventually I'll do one the right way. So if I take the same amount, in theory, off both sides, that should still meet in the middle. It does. Okay. Okay, that's it. No, we're still not quite there. So that was my rubbish box. I'm just going to try and get rid of that white. I've just got a tiny white edge there. Now I am going to ink it. It's still there, isn't it? Let's ink it and see. See if it disappears a bit when I do that. Yeah, and then obviously you can decorate these with, I've got buttons. Oh, that's a cut out fabric flower and a little bit of net. I've got buttons with a little bit of ribbon behind. I've got a charm there with a bit of lace behind. The fun is in the decorating, definitely. Yeah, that's not too bad now, is it? I can live with that bit showing. But you know, you can use, what have I got in here? So I've been tidying out my little bits and pieces. Yeah, you can use little flowers. That's quite sweet actually, isn't it? Those tiny little butterflies, of which I've got a lot of, just not here with me. Yeah, buttons and fabric, obviously. Anything, any little embellishments at all that you want to put on there, just so it looks like a closure. It won't actually be. Oh, I've put my stickles away as well. I was just thinking, wouldn't they be lovely on there? Yeah, some glitter on this rose. Which way up do we want you? There? Yeah. Now obviously the more you fold them, the more they lay down flat. I'm thinking when I finish with these, I might just store them all in a heavy book or something for a little while, or under some books on the table. And I could still open that up and make it into one, couldn't I? But I think I'm just going to close this up and leave it as an envelope. Have I got any kind of a hole punch? A little tiny one. That's not much. That's not going to be much of a divot, is it? But we'll. Oh, should have known. Should have known it was going to do that. This is why I use these nice big ones that I've got now. One of the reasons. Because these ones just don't like the thin paper at all. Right, we'll try that one again, shall we? Whoops. So I don't want too much. No. Okay, you don't want to cut. It's obviously offended because I haven't used it for a long time. We'll just cut one out, shall we? How's that looking? Ridiculous. Right, I need to find my big hole punch. Bear with me. If I'd have dug a bit longer and a bit deeper, I'd have found it, wouldn't I? Right, now let's hope this one does work on the thin paper after all I've said. That's better. We weren't really central either with that one. Yes, straight through. straight through. That's better. Just give it a bit of an ink round, because I'm gonna fasten this down. I don't want to leave any projects incomplete sitting around on my desk at all. So anything sitting around needs to be made into something, and anything made, is that the right one? Yeah. Anything made into something needs to be finished and put in the ephemera box. Is that? Yeah, it has. That's it. Just give it a little bit of something. Not quite enough down there. Yeah, I'm using entirely the wrong dauber for that, aren't I? But there we go. So I've got a little envelope there for my stash, and actually I've got on my desk here some little embellishments that I've been trying to get used up as well, so we'll stick one of those on too, and then it will be a done deal, won't it? Where were they? They were quite big. They're in here. Whoops. There they are. Oh, birds are nice. Oh, look at that hair. Oh, it's just a little bit too, his ears are a little bit too long. Let's, oh, it's a shame to cut him down. Even the daisies here at the bottom I don't really want to cut down. Let's try a little bit. See if that does it. It's those great big ears, Mr. Hare. I mean, they could just go under. They, oh, couldn't they? Got a bit of glare off it as well. Yeah, they could just go under there. I'm just thinking I need something on that. It's very thin, isn't it? Need something on that just to hold it down. Let's have a look if there's something that will go with the hair. I probably need a ticket, don't I? But I could do with something a bit you know, heavy, so card-like, and I don't think any of these are. I suppose I could pop them on a piece of card. Talk about going off on a tangent. This is not what we were making at all. Let me just see if I can find one that I... No, I think it needs to be a bit more pop a bit more, I was going to say, because whatever it is I choose, it can that blends in, doesn't it? I think that might be from the same kit. Yeah, it can be backed onto a piece of card is what I'm thinking. That's nice, just too big. A vintage ticket. I love these tickets, they're too big. Yeah, I'm nearly at the bottom, so I'm into all the blues now. Oh, what have we got going on here? No. Right, one of those two, what do we think? Because it's going on a little piece of card, if you excuse my arm a moment. Let's just stick this on and see. I haven't put the lid, oh dear. What have I done with the pin out of that? Did you see? I was too eager, wasn't I? Let's see if we can find it while that's not going to be easy to cut out either, is it? Oh, there it was, look. Did you know? Did you know it was under there? That's it, in you go. It's out of glitter, so it should not take long to that's it, make a bit of room, bit of tidy. Shouldn't take long to set. Okay, so how are you all? Hope you're all well. Don't know if I've said that once or not. What have we got ahead of us today? Hubby's home, Neil's home. He's got to organise a van to move my washing machine. If you know me, if you know my channel, you'll know that I've got a washing machine in the house that we're selling. bizarrely enough, I love my washing machine, and I'd not had it that long. It's one of these really clever ones that does all sorts of things for you. I love it. And yeah, I want to take it to my new house with me, so we haven't sold it with the house. We didn't need it here at my sister's because she's already got one plumbed in here. So yeah, it's just sat there, but the chances are while I'm in hospital the house is going to go through. So it's taken a while actually, to be fair, but yeah, the sale's probably going to go through, so it will have to be completely empty. What do we think to his ears under there? I love him so much, I'm putting him down. Yeah, so he needs to get the washing machine moved. So it's just going onto some carpet in Mum's shed, and I've got a matching fridge freezer, so they're black, shiny black. So yeah, he needs to organise a van to do that, and Luke, our great nephew, is going to help him move them tomorrow. So I think I'll probably go round to the house this afternoon with him, the bungalow, and yeah, I might give them another clean because they'll be dusty, won't they? I know they're going into a garage, but yeah, strange person that I am. They're my pride and joy, so why did I do that? I don't know. Because you're daft. Now, obviously, it needs something pretty on the back. Let me just put a blob of paper on it, do you think? We could do, Denise, if we had a little blob of paper. Do you believe that I don't have any? No, I know you don't. I've got my scrap box here, and I don't think, I keep saying it, I hope I'm not lying, I don't think I've added to it. Oh, tiny little bit, those strips, that's all. Yeah, for a long time. Actually, those are, that's William Morris, isn't it? Can I put a bit of him on? Oh, those birds this morning are full of it. I don't know if there's a bit of a territory argument going on, or they're just full of the joys of spring, but goodness. They're in fine voice, all of them, but it's the magpies. The magpies are particularly noisy. Oh, and I saw the squirrel yesterday. Yep, so he's not, he hasn't been eaten by anything or popped his clogs. Bless him. He is still around, and I only just caught him running across there's like a summer house, big summer house, log cabin kind of thing at the bottom of the garden. Just spotted him running across it really fast, so yeah, whether there's something around, you know, cat, bird, or cat or dog or something that's after him, because he certainly wasn't hanging about. Sorry, I had a hair tickling my nose. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he's around. That's going to be difficult to cut now. Just messing about, as usual. Just having fun and making it up as I go along. I will get back to the project in hand any moment now. I'm just feeling that needs a bit of something else in there now to create a bit of collage. Of course it does. I'm just going to put a little bit of newspaper, I don't know where that came from, bit of antique paper in it as well. Just a piece of that. Is that all I need? I think so. I'll just take another tiny piece of something in case. So yeah, I'm just creating a collage now on the inside of that flap. It will hold it closed, won't it? So it'll weight it down a little bit. Yeah, so envelopes were not something I was about to make. But there you go. Sometimes these are the things I love. You know, when this is finished, it's not an envelope that I've dreamt up to make. It's one that's just happened. A happy accident. And I'm sure it will be pulled on very soon. Yes, I've just got a piece of, I think this will look different when it's inked as well. It's obviously been torn with the tear ruler. I think I need some more ink on my dauber, but there's enough for this little thing. A bit too long, I think. Oops. Yep, that will do nicely. Gosh. That's it. yeah, I've been digging out my my pencil case from my teaching stuff. That was well buried in some things. So I have come up with a pen to write on my writing my planner in when I'm sat up at the table. So fountain pen. That's sweet. Not what I'm making, but it's sweet. Yeah, so it's not a new one. It's a Parker fountain pen, and I've got cartridges in red, blue and black, so I'll be able to change those. But like I say, that's not what I need for, you know, if I'm writing sat down in, or even laid down in bed, I should say. Yeah, fountain pens are not really something that I want to risk. So I'm looking for a set of Stabilos. Now, I did say to you on, I think it might have been yesterday's video, that I was going to order another one of those diaper bags, those nappy bags. Should we do another one of these? Yeah, so I'll probably order a set of pens at the same time to come with that. I also need a new pair of slippers for hospital. I think I'm going to have to. Don't really want to, but I'm going to have to go to the shop. I suppose I could order from Marks and Spencer's. Do you guys in other countries? No, Marks and Spencer's. It's a very British shop. You might do. You might have heard of it. You might not. Yeah, but they deliver, so I could order from there and have them delivered, because that's where I mostly get my slippers from. That doesn't look very straight, does it? I'm wondering if to straighten it before I start might be the intelligent thing to do. Of course, I've still got to fold it square, which I may not, but let's start off with it straight. Yep, so what do I want? I'm going to put it upside down because I want that piece folded over the right way. Yep, so find the middle and then just create two. I can create a very fine point or not a very fine point, it's completely up to you. You can cover it or not cover it. Yeah, fold that up. Wondering if folded rounded corners there. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yep, and then fold that down. You're supposed to fold that down first, Denise, I think. There. Is that straight? Are we straight? Who knows? That's lovely paper, isn't it? I think that's an Artie Mays blue background. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, fairly sure. Yeah, love that. Okay, so that's, we'll put that out there because that isn't one what we're going to put on this one. So I have got a button here that was cut off a label, you know, from inside a garment. So I don't even have to do anything to that. I could just pin it on there, glue it on there. I think I will. I think I will, because it's sweet. Oh, put plenty of that on. Oops, an angle maybe. I can always cut a bit more of that material around it off if I want to. Yeah, and that's it. Now if you want to, you can glue those down, have them glued down rather than open up. Personal preference entirely. I've done some of both. Okay, so those you've seen most of you done before, and now you've seen me do them. They're quite easy to make. But she got my attention when she said she made a piece out of hessian and made a pocket out of it. So I grabbed some what did I grab out? Some fabric. I started with this little one, I think, to start with, and I did glue the folds down, and then I thought, well, if I stitch up there as well, it's going to be really stiff. So I just did a running stitch around it, and then I liked the look. Stitched a button on. Now obviously that is going to be no good for writing on. I haven't lost my mind. Let me just get some more scrap paper out of here. I'll just get the strip out and then I won't be fighting with it, will I? Yeah, but I thought you could put, well, you could make some lovely really teeny tiny booklets to put in them, couldn't you? Do you have a piece of that? Oh, a piece of that. You're too wide? No, I don't think so. Or you can just fold up a piece of paper and you know, put it inside as journaling, which I haven't done yet, so let's have a look. Let's have a look how that looks. I still might have too big a piece there, but we'll see. We'll fold it up and see. yeah, there's something, well, I like it, it's something nice about opening like a little secret envelope and finding folded up pieces of paper, especially when they look old and distressed, like there might have been something important once upon a time. It might be a bit too thick, that, but I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I mean, you could really make it distressed, couldn't you? And yeah, I'm thinking it might be a bit much. Let's put it down there. I maybe should have ripped it, but I'm just going for speed now for the camera, for the video, not for the camera. Nobody cares about the camera as long as it's working. Just had a look to make sure it is, and I'm going to wrinkle those up and put some ink on the lines. Yeah, that's it. That makes them look distressed, right? So we'll have another one there. Oops, another fold there. Right, so these are really going to get rid of your teeny tiny strips, aren't they? Yeah, you're going to go in. Yeah, so lovely secret piece of journaling paper in there, or you could put a little message in it or anything, couldn't you? And a beautiful tab, so it would just sit over the top of your journal like that. I brought some little clips, maybe wants a silver one. Yeah, or you can just clip it in like that. Oops. Yeah, really clever idea, aren't they? Yeah, and it was, like I say, it was the tab bit idea was from Curious Moon Designs. I'm so sorry that I've forgotten your name. So then I went on and did a bigger one, and I really did big stitches with some white embroidery floss, you know. And again, I might actually make a booklet and put it in there rather than what have we got here. Shall we do that? Whoops. Yeah, so the idea of the tabs was from Curious Moon Designs, and then and really, even when she said she'd made one out of Hessian, the pocket out of Hessian interested me. Yeah, so I think it was 90% her idea and I just added to it a little bit to make it mine. Is what we do, isn't it, in junk journaling. And this notebook is from an Artie Mays. You're going to fit, I think I might have made you a bit too big. We'll rip you down if I have. Or maybe it can just go in half. Yeah, just put you in half like that. I bet I haven't got my stapler. Let's have a look. Have I got stapler here? Oh, I have. Okay, so let's turn some of the pages round inside. So some go that way. That's it, and some go that way. Staple it on that side. Yeah, now I am just indulging myself and having fun. Absolutely. Making teeny tiny little booklets. Like I say, there's room for you precision makers to make something really sweet to put in here, but that was a real quick, you know, idea of a booklet. So that one was that one, and then I thought about felt. Now I've got lots of felt and I don't use it. I was contemplating actually ditching it because, you know, I just don't know what to do with it. I thought about covers, but and then I thought, you know, I'll make some felt ones, and although it doesn't like to lay down, I've put this on it. Obviously it makes it bulky, but it'd be fine on the top of a page. It just reminded me of, right, bear with me, it reminded me of, you know, Christmas elves, and you know, the way they stitch the clothes and things like that you see on films. Now it is quite, just me to put it on something on the back. I just wanted it on a bit of a grungy, there, a grungy page for it to stand out on, but you know, so maybe not maybe not for your everyday journal, but it'd be fun for Christmas journal or something like that. Obviously they can go on the side too. Yeah. So tell me in the comments that I haven't lost my mind. I am just having fun. So, you know, I brought some material. This is what we did. I've got all sorts of just oblongs, shapes and sizes. Whoops. And my glue stick. And decide exactly the same. Decide which way up I want the pattern. So that way, yeah. Find the middle. This is going to want straightening up because it's very not level. And then I kind of pressed it down. Right, it's not going to work. Let me put some glue across the top. I'm sure last night, mind, this is a bigger piece than I did it with last night, isn't it? Last time. Find the middle and fold it down. Roughly. Yeah, it is a bigger one, this. A lot bigger. That's it. The glue's got it, and the glue will stiffen it that bit up as well. Put a bit in there. That's it. Yeah, so make that flap a little bit stiffer. Actually, I think fabric's a bit more forgiving now because it's so wide. Yeah, I'm going to do that again because it's so wide. The flap is big, and it was too big for the depth. So you need a certain size. Yeah, that's better. You need a certain size shape ratio, I think. Is that the middle? Doing it all by eye now. It's very sticky, and therefore so am I. Whoops. Come on, stick yourself down. Yeah, I really should be on a piece of glue book, seeing as I'm gluing. I'm going to have to clean the table again now, aren't I? Right, are you a bit wonky? Or will you do? That looks a better shape, doesn't it? So that, yeah, I can get a decent turnover. Right, I'm gonna, because it's not laying flat enough, I'm gonna glue all of that. These edges here need a bit of something. That's it. That's it. Can you now lay flat instead of sticking up? Yes. That's better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash this yellow thing as well. My bone folder. That's better. Let me take that page off. I don't want to stick the rest of my material up. Okay. Now I'm going to sew. You are not straight. Fold you over a little bit. Do you know, these were so easy to make yesterday. I think I might have lost my flow a bit with them. Is it because I made it bigger or what? I don't know. Yep. Okay, so let's use some, I've got some ready threaded cottons here. Let's use some red so it will show up. Just kind of find the middle there. So I've already knotted the end of this cotton. So just put it through. I mean, you don't need any particular sewing skills. It really is just in and out, in and out. So running stitch. You can do a few at a time, or you can just do one at a time if you're not confident. You know, and I kind of embraced the unstraight stitches, as you can see. Yeah, I am sticking to that. Don't know why that glue doesn't seem to want to hold that material this morning. Interesting. However, once I get this on it, so go right up there and into there as well. And once I get my stitching in it, it will hold it down. And actually, this was really relaxing last night, just sat playing with tiny bits of material and stitching them. Of course, it's the curse of the camera today, making everything look difficult. Even the cotton doesn't want to play. What is wrong with you? Well, stuck somewhere. Let's find out which one it is and just give it a good pull. There we go. That's it. Goodness me. What was I saying earlier about showing you how it really is? Wasn't joking, was I? That's it, make sure I'm going back the way I came. Yeah, that I don't know if it's the thin cotton or what, but it's really sticking to me. Yeah, it is a different cotton to fabric cotton I'm talking about, not the thread. That's a big stitch there, Denise. Yeah, it's a very different material. No, it's not very different, but it's different. It's different material to yesterday. I don't know if that's the issue. I don't know what's wrong with you here. Maybe I just pulled it a bit too hard, that's it. Okay, let's get this flap down as well, and then maybe we'll be getting somewhere. So out there, in that one. Come on, through you go. And get this bit held down. Gosh, it is sticky. I think I must have overdone the glue as well, trying to get it to lay down. Of course, you could, what is wrong with you? You could iron it, if you're an ironer. Press it. There's definitely something up with this cotton thread. Oh, goodness me. I'm going to persevere. I'm not going to stop the video. I am going to make it work. But I'm a little disappointed that my lovely idea and how easy it went yesterday is being so naughty now on camera. Right, let's see what's up with this cotton. Right, are you all neat everywhere? Well, not neat, you know, but yeah, don't over pull. Right, I'm going to just try it one stitch at a time. Maybe that will be the key in this instance. Keep my cotton right. And don't stitch your finger. I'm talking to me there, not you, but don't you stitch your finger either. That's a bit far in, go over a bit, that's it. Okay, I hope I'm zoomed in enough for you to see and that you can see past my big fingers. Okay, so down onto there. Stuck to me. That's it. I suppose you could always put the flaps down with Fabri-Tac and then leave them to dry, leave it to dry. Yeah, that's just what I didn't want to do. Anything else going wrong in here? Yeah, I'm going to have to cut you. Don't stand a chance of getting that back. And it's doubled over, so I couldn't just pull it back. Can't get my thread out because it's doubled. Never mind. It's just one more of those things, and I can hide my knot up there again, luckily. That's it. One of those things that I did wrong. That's it, we're back again now. We're in the room, do they say? Back in the room. Well, debatable. That's it. Gosh. I'm going to have to make another one now just to redeem myself and show you how easy it really is. Maybe I should have just, I say this all the time, maybe I should have come on and made one before I turned the camera on, just to get all the glitches out of the system, but I didn't. Okay, so inside and then just through the bottom corner is what I did, so that I came back. Oops, are you coming through? Or are you just pretending? I'm not sure at the minute. Let's go in there. And then back through. That's it, we got there in the end, and all I did was cut it off with a string because it's not going to have anything pulling on it. Now you have to believe me when I tell you the ones that I made, these two that I made last night, I just run up really quickly, didn't take any doing, weren't difficult. I don't know if it was that cotton, or let's use a different needle and some white cotton. See if this will be happier. And I've got a little green button out, so we'll use that. Do we want a piece of lace behind it? We do. Just a smidgy bit. Okay. I'll just hide the knot behind the cotton. I'm not being too precious about where it goes or how the lace is lying, as long as it's on that little flap. Just helps to keep it closed a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of sewing, so we'll leave it at 2. Just pulled a thread from the lace through there. Oops. Stitch it under. I'll do it twice just for security, and then cut it off. Well, you was a little awkward one, weren't you? It's pretty though. Well, I think it's pretty. Okay, so let's do one more quick just to show you that actually it's not as hard as that. Now that's much thicker material I've not done. Let's do the thinner one because it doesn't look very straight. It's going to be a little teeny tiny one, this, isn't it? Yep, so we'll just put some glue on those corners and fold them over a little bit, and then we'll change that page. I'm not going to overdo the glue this time. I think that might have been part of my undoing. That's it. Just do your best. Do your best to hang on there while I've sewn you, please. Yeah, see how much easier that one went. Fold it up there. Let's try some black cotton. Oops. Got 2. So inside there. That's it. And this is just cotton, the same as that other piece, so I don't know why. I suppose the other ones I think I stitched with, I did embroidery thread as opposed to just ordinary cotton yarn. Don't know if that's made a difference, maybe. I just can't find my embroidery thread now, would you believe? In the midst of the packing again. Put it somewhere safe. Packed it somewhere safe. Oops. Yep, so just the same, just a running stitch. And yeah, once you get used to it, you can do a few at once. I mean, I literally made all those in about 15 minutes maximum last night, those that I came on and showed you, so. And that little blue one's taking me more than that today. We'll go right up to the top there, I think. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to see, it's very dark, so I hope we can see it. I think yeah, time's getting on a bit now. I might have to go when I finish this, get the boys up and get on with our day. I like to leave him to lay in Neil as long as possible because he has done 5 shifts on the trot, 2 of which were overtime, so yeah, he's tired. But like I say, he will be having a week off very soon, once I'm in the hospital and hopefully out again. Like I say, I'm in the previous video, they're going to keep me longer. I think I told you they're going to keep me longer than I expected. I might not have told you, I might have been telling Tanya. I forget sometimes who I've told what. So yeah, I think I told you, I don't know. Anyway, last time I was only in 3 days, and this time it's going to be more. Oops, I started doing a back stitch then instead of a running stitch. That's not what we wanted. Still, it'll anchor it down. Just created a bit of a loop, that's all. And I'm going to leave it instead of fight it. Got some threads here getting in the way. Pulling the threads instead of my needle. That's it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that little loop that I created, and then in there, oops, I mean, you could just tie it off in a knot. You don't have to go back through there. It is a bit tricky, but it's doable because I've just done it on camera, so it's doable. Right, give you a bit of a, that's sweet, that actually, that moon and stars and sun, isn't it? Yeah, and that needs something quite, didn't check that I was square there. Gonna need something a little bit heavy to hold it down for a while. I was gonna put bling, but I think we're gonna need a button. I just see an awfully yellow one there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Should put a real big piece of lace behind it. Some white thread here. Just put a knot in it. Okay, so that's the last one I'm going to do with you. Yeah, I did do the envelope at the beginning with you, which I didn't intend to do, and then I had a bit of a, what am I doing? A bit of a stinker with that first fabric one that I made. Oops, that's one you've just come out of, Denise. That won't work. That's it. So I've only just caught that lace in there, but that's fine. I haven't gone under again, surely. I have, you know. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Shall we try again? Okay. I know it doesn't need much to hold it, but it needed a bit more than that. I can't find the hole now. Come on. I think I'm going to give up filming today. I don't think today's the day for it. I didn't feel particularly rushed or out of sorts, but yeah. There we go. Well, okay, that's that. Let's move everything out of the way so we can forget all the junk and just look at the pretties. And I will have 10 minutes clearing it all away in a minute. Right, so where's the other? I only did 2 fabric ones today, didn't I? Yeah, because that one took me forever. Made that one today, and I made that one today. Yep, so they're the 4 I made with you, and these are the ones that I made yesterday. I don't know if you can see all of those. Oh, and that one. Bring them down a bit nearer, shall I? There you go. Yep, so I'll forget the pain of making that when I use it and put it in. Like I say, make some little booklets up and put them in, some little hidden secrets. You could put all sorts in there, couldn't you? Little tickets and Oh, I'm going to have a whale of a time filling those. Okay guys, so thank you for sticking with me very much so today. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed looking at them. Remember to chat to me, because it won't be long now before I'm gone. And yeah, come back and see me tomorrow. Hopefully things will go smoothly. Bye for now.